Hello everybody. Well, it is July 4th. I just left a first call. I got 3 more to do, I think. So far, it's 11:02. I just thought I'd make a little video while I'm driving up here in the mountains so you can see some scenery while I give you a little bit about my history. Let's see. I guess Heavy Diesel did a video not too long ago about, how he kind of got started, so I was like, well, I'll do one too. So I was born and raised in Texas and left there when I was about 19, joined the Navy, and went to a ship, a subtender, and all we did was worked on submarines. I worked in a sheet metal shop, and building lockers and cabinets and drain pans and funnels and a little bit of duct work. Stayed in there for 4 years, got out. I was in Virginia, Norfolk, on the Emirates land. When I got out, I moved to Georgia, about 60 miles, it's about 30 miles north of Atlanta, a little town called Canton. And so when I first got out, I went to work for a company that made parts for the vehicles that tow the airplanes around. Tugs is what they call them. But we made the body parts for them. And I knew right quick I didn't want to be stuck in that shop for very long. So I answered an ad for a sheet metal installer needed. And it turned out to be a commercial heating and air company doing ductwork. Never touched a piece of ductwork except for the little pieces I made when I was in the Navy, and of course they didn't call it the same thing. Everything was called out here. So they gave me a set of plans, gave me the keys to a truck, and said, "You're hired." And I had no idea what I was doing. So I got to the job and kind of looked at what was up there. And I knew how to read plans because of the Navy, but so I did it, and it turned out I was pretty good at it. So I stayed on there for a little bit, and went to work for a company, a service company. Answered another ad in the newspaper. Back then, that's when we answered ad in the newspaper and not one on the computer. Answered another ad in the newspaper that said, looking for a installer wanting to switch over to service. So I said, well, hell, that's me. So I answered the ad, and I went in for my interview, and he hired me. No experience whatsoever. I mean, when I went to work, I didn't know. The first company I went to work for after I got out of the Navy, I didn't know anything about air conditioning. I'd never even had the panel off air conditioner. I didn't know 24 volts from 120 volts. But that was a long time ago, and I know it now. But anyway, I remember the first air conditioner I ever welded in. One of the guys that worked for the company, one of the service guys, he called me up and said, "Man, you burnt that valve completely up." Well, that was the only valve I ever burnt up, and now I don't even take the Schrader cords out of them. I've just been doing it so long, I just can do it. But anyway, that's a little short note. We all mess up in the beginning. You'll never get good if you don't blow something up. And that is just the way it goes. You're going to have to, if you want to be good at this, you just have to blow stuff up. So anyway, so I went to work for that company, doing service. Started off doing maintenances, changing filters, washing coils. Didn't even have a Freon license yet. It was an EPA card. But I was still doing it. So the guy I worked for, he really liked me. And he said, "Hey," pulled me in the office, said, "You want to go to school?" So of course I went to school, doing heating and air. And worked during the day, went to school at night, and got out. He gave me a hefty raise because I got out of school. worked for him for a little bit, and a couple of guys that worked there said, hey, we're going to go start our own company. They worked for about a year, doing really well, and they was doing more commercial stuff. So I said, well, I'm going to go to work for you guys. So I went over there, and then, you know, it's they went all over the state of Georgia as well, and so I said, well, you know, I want to go off on my own. So I went off on my own and went and got my license, went off on my own, and, you know, did really well. And I got burnt out really bad, got stressed out, too much stuff going on, too young really to handle the responsibilities of working for myself. So so I went to work for another company, a big company in Atlanta, and took a lot of stress off me. And so I continued to work for them, and then I said, well, you know what, I went and got my unrestricted license, and continued working for somebody else for another year or so, and then said, I'm done. I got tired of all this, you know, get in there, get out kind of thing. All they want you to do is sell, 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 and I'd rather fix instead of selling. There are times when somebody does need a new air conditioner, but most of the time these guys walk in there, see a 6-year-old unit, and want to change it. I'm not that kind of guy. I am the kind of guy that wants to get it fixed and running, and that way, you know, because as long as I make somebody happy, fix them, and I can save them a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 by doing a couple $100 repair, when it does come time to change that system, they're going to remember me and say, you know, that guy did not try to upsell us as soon as he walked in the door. He fixed us, we were happy, so we're going to go with him when it comes time to change the air conditioner. So that's basically my history, just in a nutshell. And now it's like I said, it's July 4th, and it's Wednesday. I guess it's Wednesday. I don't know. All my days are running together right now. From Friday on, I know Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I've been getting home like at 12:30 at night, starting at 8 or 9 in the morning. And if I go to work at 7, I'm still coming home at midnight, because that's just another call I can go run. So, like I said, it's Wednesday the 4th, and so far I've got 3 more calls to do, so it's 4 calls on the 4th, and I'm sure there will be some more. Tomorrow's going to be busy, because those people that didn't want to call today are going to be calling tomorrow, and I wish they would call today, because I don't want my calls to build up. That's why I work so late, because I don't want to put somebody off that has an air conditioning problem, and I don't want to be built up to the next day. To me, that's just too stressful on me, you know, trying to get to everybody. And, you know, I promised somebody that lives 25 miles away at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I get a call that's 5 minutes away from where I live. I really want to take care of that call that's 5 minutes away from me first, and then take care of that 25 mile an hour, or that 25 mile call, just to help my time a lot, because I do cover, I don't know, it's probably a 50-mile radius, so, you know, there's a lot of miles in between. So anyway, but I'm just leaving a town called Ellijay. That little place is up by the lake. I just left, and so it's probably 30 or 40 miles from my house now. I've got to go back by my house and do a service call, and then I get to head about 35 miles in the opposite direction. Probably change a couple runs pastures, but anyway, so that's my little history in a nutshell. Yeah, it's nothing spectacular or anything like that. It's just a lot of hours, a lot of time, and a lot of years, and a lot of seeing all kind of different things. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. And I think after this, I'll post kind of what I did yesterday with a condenser change out, compressor change out, and then a condenser and evaporator change out. So I did four yesterday, 3 installs and a service call. So anyway, all right, well, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.